played before.
Yeah.
Okay, my excitement just got like.
I think actually that was an LPL he was played.
I see.
I think that's where we last saw him. Anyway, it don't matter. Actually, no, that was Lek. He's popular over in Lek. Don't matter, though. What's popular now is what's happening in our game. We're going to be able to see Liyab getting their hands on Orin and Aphelios in the same game. That sounds disgusting. Whether or not Berjaya will be able to answer is the question as we load on into the Rift for our 5th game of the night.
This is so explosive. I mean, it's just the early. We just began our game for the night, for like the 5th game of the night, and yet looking at these compositions, it feels like they're ready to fight. Especially with looking at Berjaya Dragons' composition, I'm very delighted to see this later on, for sure, especially once maybe Mawan gets his Triforce done already, K2 with his 2-item Power Spike. And Silas later on to the game is just going to probably do what Jimian did earlier into the night, where he just 1v2'd and was successful. Yeah. I'm expecting a lot of casks to displace Exocen, which I think Enso did, or I forgot who. But basically, that is the idea, since Exocen doesn't have a lot of mobility anyways. Mm-hmm.
So I gotta ask you, Riku.
Yes?
Apologies for the voice right there. Did you make a bet with chat that you were gonna give out free merch if Liyab lost or won this match?
Wait, what?
I just see a bunch of chat people like, yeah, free merch, thank you, Riku. So I don't know. Maybe Liyab is like, oh yeah, if we win, Riku's buying merch. Apparently.
What merch?
I don't
Liyab
know.
merch?
Yeah, they're just gonna send out endless Liyab merch. Apparently, that's the plan here. Oh boy.
Chat is the best. Oh.
Topside start though for both jungles, so we'll see likely a mirrored path down toward the bot lane. I think that's kind of the play that Liyab are going to be aiming for, mainly because I think if they can get Exocen going, I think that really helps them when it comes into the mid-game team fights, because that is kind of where they're aiming for right now. That's when you're going to have your ultimates online, you're going to have a couple items onto your key carry, and then you're just going to just try and buff them up at that point. Meanwhile, Berjaya, they also kind of have a mid-game composition. Like, once that Ezreal gets the Muramana completed into a Trinity Force, maybe Iceborne instead, then they'll also do the same with the Corki. Once Corki hits his Trinity Force spike, they want to try and maybe find some action too. As bot lane here, this seems to be an ongoing a theme we've been seeing. Is usually Exocen and James, their early levels, they don't actually play very well. I'll be frank. This is now the second time I've seen like James and Exo down to like half health after like the first wave.
Oh yeah, I remember.
It's a little concerning because they gave up first blood in their previous game when they got the Senna.
It's always that pre-level 2 where the enemy laner bot lane would just try to deny, get that level 2 first, and go all in and burn a flash or even get first blood. We'll see.
Mid lane. Rex is fine. Oh, Doi. Let's see. Oh, he's going to see Enzo here. Let's see. He gets a ward hop. He'll get to safety. Ooh, even going to tag him with a resignating strike. Oh, he goes on in, actually. Just there. Getting some extra poke damage. Corki can't really do anything at level 3.
Yeah, that's true. And Rex was a little bit too far off. I'm really interested to see how this Rex in the Galio position result into, because we've seen him in LeBlanc and he's just actually pretty scary. So wonder what other
decent damage here. Rex might force a flash. Enzo might try and you got Doi nearby. Let's see. Orin is there. Actually, they're trying to go for the Scuttle. Oh, do they try and chase him down? Scuttle secure. Kurd over beside the wall. He can look for a knock up here onto Enzo if he wants to find it. There it is. Forces out the flash. Ooh, okay. A little too trigger happy there on the side of Liyab.
That was 2 flashes burned in a single second.
Yeah, they both
half
wanted
a second even for Liyab, hoping to get a kill, but would be a flash burn. 1 flash burn from Enzo in exchange for 2 flashes. So not sure if that was worth of a trade, but I guess they'll take it for now.
Yeah, it looks like Kurd was just a little bit slow to the party. He had to deal with the waves, so he didn't want to lose out on that XP. That's fair, I guess, for now. Back down toward this bot lane. Nice little tag coming out there from Exocen. He'll get a little tiny bit of damage. It goes through his shield. It doesn't do that much.
Yeah, it's
I know a lot of the Berjaya fans are going to be pretty happy seeing Chile back into the roster, representing the country for themselves. So I know a lot of people were very happy when they announced that Chile would be back starting.
Yeah, a lot of people are happy. And as well as, what do you call this? And as well as, I lost my train of thought. But I was going to talk about K2's inventory pots. Like, he ran out at some point, so probably already consumed. Yeah, consumed everything that we didn't really see with the trade earlier.
I'm trying to think here now. Yeah, he would have got, if he decided to go inspiration, I don't, what's he going then? What's his second tree?
Could be sorcery or, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
With a mana band flow.
I haven't seen the biscuits come in, so
yeah,
I assume
he's
not running inspiration likely, because there isn't really nothing else in that shelf they usually go for instead of biscuits.
So it's, yeah, ran out of pots earlier, so that's probably Liyab winning that bot lane from an exchange or a trade from earlier. Meanwhile, we see Liyab sneakily taking this dragon. Gotta be careful. But they do have priority.
Yeah, they got priority. So Dodo will be fine. They're going to get themselves some extra cooldown reduction to start things off on those ultimates. That's very nice, actually, to have. Because usually your first item or two has some cooldown reduction on it. So getting that extra little bit there gives you like 20% CDR on the ultimate overall. So I think they'll be happy for that at the moment. Meanwhile, mid lane, level 6 hit by the Corki. You know what time it is. It's rocket time.
Boom, boom, boom.
Except he didn't boom, boom, boom. He went back.
Just went back.
It doesn't matter.
Fine.
Oh, that's a big wave for Kurd. Oh, that's some juicy farm. Man, Aziz's actually going to start falling behind. He's going to lose out on like a full, like that's 2 waves. Kurd, oh, beautifully done underneath the tower.
Oof.
I'm loving it. Okay, oh, he went for the 4.
Nice.
Knock him down.
Okay. Another scuttle for Dodoy and company here with Liyab, and looking forward to how they're going to utilize the package, because that's one of the things where the Corki, either you waste a passive or you waste that package, but then with Liyab's roster, or with Liyab's composition as well, I think they're going to be looking into these fights, so it's definitely going to be useful if they want to, maybe Maoan wants to visit either the bottom lane and catch up with Rex's aggression, especially if you've already consumed your teleport, so it's going to be important to be present whenever Rex decides to go his hero's entrance there.
Hero's entrance.
Hero's entrance.
I realize how big of an ego Galio has. He's like, yes, my hero's entrance. I'm here.
Assuming, yeah, he's assuming like he's all that. Yeah.
He's all that. It's like, dude, you don't wake up unless Lux like misses her ultimate. All right, apparently that's how it works. According to Warrior Cinematics, if Lux misses her ultimate and shoots it into the sky, then Galio wakes up.
Actually, now that I think about it, his scaling, like his size in the game, doesn't really match. Like his size in the cinematic doesn't really match.
Remember, Malphite is supposed to be a literal mountain.
Oh.
Remember this. And there are wolves that are about the same size as him. So apparently
true.
Everyone gets shrunk down, or except Teemo. I think Teemo stays the same size.
Teemo is kind of big than what I expected him to be.
Are you saying he's a big boy? Are you saying
I'm saying he's supposed to be smaller.
That's true. Like Kale was able to like kick him in the face, and like he's about like shin height apparently.
Oh my! So I didn't know about that.
Yeah, the cinematics. That's the lore, Riku.
I gotta step up my lore game. That's what you're saying.
All right. I thought you were like the lore veteran here.
I wish I was.
You're the voice actor veteran.
I'm just the voice actor lady here.
The voice actor lady.
Okay, Enzo, probably just gonna finish his Krugs over there since Kurd's top lane is pretty shoved in towards Kurd's side. So a little bit awkward unless they do a lane gank, but that's a little bit difficult. Dodoy though will be spotted by that ward there.
They got Prio though, so it's gonna be rather difficult. Like they might try and jump over the wall, but like, is it worth it? Like maybe you can stop this attempt, but Dodoy is still pretty safe. They also know that the Gragas is nearby. Oh, Predator's gonna be popped here. Is that enough to actually force him off? There we go, 50-50 on the smite. He'll go in favor of Dodoy. Oh, does he not have smite? Yes, he does. Why is he holding smite so late? Okay, Dodoy. You had me a little concerned there. First Rift Herald going on over. Oh, package used here by the Corki. Rex, though, he's still a pretty tanky boy, and there we go.
Teleport.
Leona ultimate coming on through. Double teleport from both sides. Here comes Rex back in onto the engage. Unfortunately, that was a massive barrel coming out from the Gragas. Unfortunately, they're not able to finish off the Corki. Re-engage coming out through, but it doesn't matter. First blood on over to Exocin on the Aphelios. And there's your first blood going on over to Liyab.
There as he falls, and first blood goes to Exocin on the Aphelios. And
Honestly, they should have got 2 kills, but it looked like Kurd was more interested in getting a double knock-up instead of finishing off the Corki.
Yeah.
Let's take another look, though, at that replay, because it was a messy start here. Like, Malin really forced this.
Yeah, they really forced it because it was understandable because the rest of the squad from Berjaya was already there anyways. And that stun was actually beautiful, and now forced to use a flash as well.
Oh, that was a really good Aphelios ultimate, actually. That was the only reason they got the second stun onto the Corki. They couldn't finish it off, but I like the idea. And then Doi and Exocin. Boom! There comes the damage
Very
early.
clean. And Berjaya Dragons weren't able to get at least an exchange skill off from that. So the closest one was supposed to fall was Rex, already using a flash out of that fight. A lot of resources, but Liyab getting that first blood of the game. Ham is just gonna scare.
He's like, hello,
Oh!
I am the Leona of the night. You must respect me. They even actually, man, they have a lot of confidence here. I'm liking it. I'm liking the aggression. They got Pryo in the bot lane. Rex just comes on over, helps out. Second dragon secured. Nicely done. Oh,
Very clean.
Oh, they're just going to go for this.
There's the
Let's see.
arcane shift.
Doi.
There it is.
Oh, they get themselves all the ultimate connection. They just jump on it. There you go. Doi finds himself the kill underneath the tower. Chili able to get back to safety. Exocin, ooh, almost able to take down Chili. Look at that health bar your bottom right. Liyab, again, playing aggressive.
This is UIU ban Aphelios part 2.
Yeah, this is now the Aphelios that's actually doing a lot more early on in the game.
Yeah, agreed. And it was just so
Boom.
clean. The transition is so clean. I mean, Berjaya had an idea that they were there at the dragon. So, I mean, of course, you had the arcane shift. Cleanse was still not off cooldown, so that was the thing. But with a Leona in your party, and as well as a Lee Sin, it's kind of hard to just rely on just that arcane shift to stay away from danger. So I think it was a little bit comfy for K2 to just assume. Yeah.
Yeah, even with you got cleanse down. No point to be that far over, especially when you saw that the dragon was
Dragon is taken.
So, who knows here? Meanwhile, Kurd versus the Silas up in top lane. We also got to keep track. So there were changes here to Ornn. No, not until 10.5. So you can still upgrade rather early. I think it's level 12. You get the automatic upgrade from Ornn, which is going to be very nice. And those Ornn items are just so efficient in gold. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
Free,
like,
yeah.
every upgrade's like an extra grand. Like,
Yeah.
it's actually ridiculous. So the earlier this squad can start getting those, I think the better here for Liyab. As it looks like it's going to be the Essence Reaver Rush coming out for the Aphelios for Exocin, the standard. Ward, though, from the side of Liyab, looking to see whether or not this could be risky. They see Chili aggressive, so I think that gives away the fact that Enzo might be nearby.
Yep. And at least Exocin does have a flash. Things don't go too well. Top side.
Okay, Kurd. I like the aggression. I like the idea. But unfortunately, yeah, no, you need to actually hit that ultimate.
Yeah. Now, just gonna stop the incoming wave for... Wait, though. There's Predator.
Let's see here. Ooh, Predator, yeah, popped. So that's a dead giveaway, especially when you're trying to be sneaky. They know full well that he's actually in that brush. That's guts. Oh. Hello! Oh, here comes Rex, though, coming on down. But there was the Corki to respond. So nicely done here by Berjaya to find themselves an answer here in the bot lane as they target down Exocin.
That is exactly what I was expecting. And now Berjaya, this is going to be round number 2. No package this time.
Let's see.
No ult from Chili.
Rex doesn't have his teleport. He's already down here anyway, so it doesn't really matter. They're just going to go ahead, try and clear out the tower. Here comes Doi on towards the side. Do they actually go for the engage? They find out the Zenith Parade into the stun, and now Chili's going to get taken on down. K2 now, the next target. Doi wants to go aggressive. Fortunately, there's a big Gragas in his way, so he can't find these squishy members. Liyab answer back.
Hoo, hoo, hoo. At least they get an exchange kill out of that. Unfortunately, EXO fell from that one. But Berjaya really was a little bit greedy from overstaying at the bottom side of the map. Perhaps assume that they can still take one more as they have outnumbered the Liyab. Ha! Why did I trip there? The Liyab bot lane. But everybody else was there. Now Liyab takes a tower for free, as there's no threat whatsoever with Enzo in the bottom side of the map. Let's take a look at the replay once more.
Yeah, so Liyab are confident they can actually survive this, but they don't see... Well, they didn't see the Corki until very late. That's why.
Yep. And then from there on, Rex wasn't able to do anything at that point. And
It was good on Rex, though. The main focus here from Rex is, like, I need to clear out this wave
Yeah.
so we can actually start, you know, getting some damage onto these key members. Which is
Yeah.
very nice. You see it immediately, gets that
Clear the
wave
wave.
down, boom, nothing left to soak up damage. And that Kragen's ultimate, was just a little too much here. I think that's what ended up costing them the most.
actually, that is true, because I feel like the intention was to cask and put them more forward to their side instead of somewhere a little further back from the Tower of the Yab. So I feel like that wasn't according to plan from Enzo. And oh well, they're now setting up for the next dragon of the game. They've lost their tower at the bottom side of the map, but there are a ton of wards from Berjaya, so they do have control at some point. Cask is already up and running as well.
That's another package here for the Corki, though. So Liam got to be a bit careful. Let's see. 5 members of Berjaya. They're still waiting on the side of Liyab for their bot lane, and that is your key carry here. Kurd wants to go in. Can you delay long enough here? This is gutsy. Rex jumps into the back line, wants to try and go in. Solar Flare, though, lands immediately onto K2. Kurd's going to get taken on down. Aphelios, though, is there for the answer, and they find themselves a kill. James is able to get the credit, and now Exisen wants to advance forward. Still, though, actually have to finish off these kills. Able to drag them back, gets another snare. Enzo goes into stasis. Now Dragon, again, into a 50-50. It's a double kill for Exisen on the Aphelios. Berjaya wants to try and advance, though, and look at this. The Dragon isn't helping Liyab. Exo turns back, tries to get some damage, flash on forward, gets into a taunt, into the knock up here. Ozzy going down low, and it's going to be Rex who gets the kill and survives with his life. Liyab able to kite back the fight.
They'll take that one. Without the dragon, that's totally fine. They won the team fight. It was a little bit long, but Exosen had the prime position in the back line. No one was bothering him, aside from Ozzy, but he still had flash at some point. Let's take a look at the replay where it was a little bit messy at first because there are 2 different fights happening. One at the lower space of the Dragon Pit and one at the top by that brush near the blue buff as James already solar flared K2 and he wasn't able to do anything. He just exploded.
Yeah, instantly taken down, and then the rest. Exit, he was canceling some auto attacks there, but still able to kite back. It was scary. That Dragon went down to like 900 health. No one secured it in the end. Even with a jump on there, Exen was able to kite back, and on top of that, too, he's able to get some more, and here we go. Once again, it's the repeat. Doi Doi, he gets the smite on time to actually save his life, but still, they're caught in the pit. Rex, though, wants to re-engage, and there it comes on down. Actually, that was the Silas that wanted to say hello. Blue team is able to secure the Dragon as Liyab find their third of the game. Chili not able to connect onto the shot. Now they go back in for the re-engage. Ozzy going down low. Exen able to find himself a killing spree, and Berjaya are now trying to run for the hills, but they're caught in the jungle. Another double kill coming out for Exen.
That is pretty. The chakrams are really pretty. That's all I can say from that fight. Anyway, Dodo was so low at that time, and he just managed to save his own life with that smite, getting more health back. And I want to take a look, because I was so focused on Dodoi in that fight, so I want to take a look at the replay earlier and what happened in the front line. So at this point, we see Corki, and there's a teleport coming from Mawan. And then after that, there's so many people zoning in. Exosen, again, with a really nice position. No one is going to bother him, aside from Ozzy, rather. And
Can I just say, on the fly, this on-the-fly play from Doidoi to smite Dragon to prevent going down early in the fight, beautifully done.
It's amazing.
Insane. Beautifully done. I loved it. And then again, it's this kite back where it just feels like Liyab are just better at it, and like Berjaya just overcommit.
Yeah, and in terms of like how much DPS you can put in a single second, of course Aphelios would win in that department in comparison to Corki and as well as an Ezreal, where you have to land your skill shots correctly, and that's why it's a little bit difficult when it comes to these all-in fights that Liyab has been winning so far in most of the objectives, and now they're 3 dragons ahead. With a really good gold lead as well for Liyab, and it's looking pretty good for them.
Exozen going to go ahead, clear out Raptors. He's already got his Zeal pickup. Also a Hex Drinker being built, so he has a little bit extra survivability when it comes to these magic dealers on the side of Berjaya. Let's see here, though. Kurd pushing down in the mid lane. He's also got his first upgrade onto that Abyssal, so that's some extra efficiency. We're going to soon to see that on other members of the team. Let's actually take a look at the goal difference here. And the Exozen, whoo, by a country mile. 1,300 gold over Maoan, and then almost like 2,000 over the Ezreal on K2.
Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy gold.
So that now even puts more pressure on Exozen. Needs good positioning during these fights. If he gets caught out, game over. Simple as that.
We've seen him in awkward positions before, like especially the fight against Talon Esports, where he was like caught inside the jungle, inside their own jungle, and just gets sandwiched between members of the opposition. But now that they have more space to work with, and now they're always almost together so far, especially with Rex anyways, that they don't have to split into 2 squads to make something happen. They seem to be already in a comfy position to just keep Exosen, make sure that the front line is just going to peel for him. I mean, like K2 already has his gauntlet, so at least it will help in terms of landing all of these mystic shots once the slow kicks in.
We'll see here. Back down. As oh, what? Oh, what happened to our feet? I was so scared. Okay, we're back. Okay. Woo. Woo.
You're all right. We're all right, Opal.
Thank you.
We're all right.
Oh, that means oh no, it means I have no notice. Oh, I have a slight notice. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go. Lamau.
All right. Tons of vision on the riverside by Liyab. They've got complete control over, especially at the Baron area, as that is going to be potentially the next objective for Berjaya to take if they want to turn things around and maybe get more leeway on their side, as there's just 3 more outer towers still intact, still pretty much healthy. It's quite difficult if they do want to take their like deny a dragon, but there's so much space to work with for Liyab.
Yeah. You get to see a little behind the scenes there, ladies and gentlemen. The secret of clean feed production. That is how clean feeds work. You watch it on another site and they give it to you.
Yep.
It happens. Oh boy. Let's see here now. Oh, Ludens is going to be finished here for Rex. I love Rex's Galio build. He just goes full damage. He don't care. Also, Sunfire upgrade there for the Ornn.
Oh,
Pretty
no.
nice to see. Oh, that Cinder buff. So good.
It's super good for 10.4, and now we get to see it in action for the very
It
first
did get
time.
toned down a little. We are playing
Yeah,
with
the
hotfix
hotfix.
10.4.
Package time.
Oh, it's package time. A thing to worry about here, though, is the Aphelios does have the Runans now picked up. So Exosen should be able to do a ton of damage. Oh, K2 going to get chunked out here. This, of course, 3rd dragon. Make it 4th. Infernal Soul would be picked up here for Liyab. Doi going to just tag the dragon. It brings it out of the pit. Liyab look to advance on over. Can be a bit risky here. K2 looks to try and go in. True Shot Barrage does not land onto anyone. Here comes the engage over to the fight, and they secure themselves. The Infernal Soul on the side of Liyab. They want to turn up the heat. The Doi does get taken on down, but the rest of Liyab are still alive and well. K2 is completely chunked out toward the side, able to get a Mystic Shot into the fight, but he's barely alive on the skin of his teeth. Meanwhile, Exosen gets on back. Kurd able to find the kill. And Berjaya, oh, they get the cut down, as that's going to be James jumping in with the flash Zenith Blade. K2 over toward the side, wants to try and kite on back, but Aziz is not able to do enough damage to this Leona, and unfortunately the cooldown isn't there. Here comes Rex. He wants to join in onto the fight. Liyab, though, are unable to secure any kills, but they do find themselves the Infernal Drake.
Infernal Drake for Liyab Esports, and this was the perfect opportunity for Berjaya to turn things around because they've reached their spikes, especially for K2 and Corky with the package as well. Curious, unfortunately, the true shot barrage wasn't as it didn't hit so well, so Dodo was so low once again. And the package was used to seal the deal. And the second package for Mawan. So he was not present in the 3 seconds in that clash, just finishing up Dodoi. And it's just different chases here and there. K2 was just so close to dying. And Kurd, again, you don't want to go near Kurd.
Yeah, don't touch curd. Curd's disgusting. Curd will make you cry, all right?
Oh, wow. Poor Mawan, just trying to escape. All right, True Shot Barrage used to scout the enemy if they're scout Liyab rather, to see if they're entering barren levels of take. Supposedly not yet. Still trying to get in, take control of that area over there. But yeah, Liyab is scary.
Just a little scary.
A little
You
scary.
also have now, they got the Black Cleaver upgrade. They got the Ludens upgrade. See, gold difference is 6,000, but with those Ornn upgrades, it's like an extra 2,000. It's close to like 8,000. That's how it feels during these fights. And do Liyab feel comfortable enough with an 8,000 supposable gold lead to go for this Baron?
Ozzy does have teleport. Ooh, the optimal teleport would be
Exo has the proper setup for a team fight. Has Flamethrower in his inventory.
Oh, yes.
If he wanted to go for it. Liyab are a little indecisive. They go back on to the Baron. Kurd in below. Looking for a flank. Now the rest of Berjaya. Oh, you saw the Aphelios ultimate coming out there. Trying to go for it. Kurd able to get him mid-air. Chili's going to get locked down. And unfortunately, we know where this Nautilus is going. Into the graveyard at this point. Exosin is dominating. And Liyab, easy pick there. Now without a frontline tank on the side of Berjaya. Do they now finally commit to this Baron?
There's a ton of poke, though. There's still a ton of poke. So
Yeah, they got to be careful. They
away.
keep taking a lot here.
Yep, exactly. So this is mission accomplished for Berjaya Esports to slow the take or actually scare them away from taking that Baron, as it's definitely going to be a huge problem for Berjaya Esports, especially on defense mode, because yes, they do have, actually, they have a pretty good amount of wave clear up, and so with his alcohol, with his barrels rather, and Mawan as well with the big booms.
The big boom.
The big booms,
Oh,
but good job still coming from Berjaya Esports. Now, what the plan is for Liyab, maybe just do another reset, perhaps try again, as they've been very, very ahead. To just press that button, just get that engaged, so you don't get poked too much. So it's either all in or just get poked out.
We'll see. K2 looks to clear out. He's got the fully stacked Muramana already at this point, obviously. 27.5 minutes. Liyab with advantage. Their early games have been good. The mid games have been all right. It's these late games, though, that they start to almost falter a little. The indecisiveness starts to hit. So that's where I'm concerned here with Liyab. What are they going to be able to do to try and close out this game?
Yes.
Because in theory, they should always have the advantage to close out the game. I think they have the better scaling comp as long as Exosin doesn't get caught out. That's the only tick. That's the only asterisk in this composition. If Elio's dead, you lose. Pretty much how it's going to go. Because you're facing 280 carries on the side of the Dragons.
Exactly. I mean, they were already ready for this kind of draft, putting Rex into the Galio position. So they put all their eggs on towards Exosen's basket. So a lot of weight being carried by Exosen. In the meantime, at least in Berjaya, you just shift the weight into 3 different people, K2, Mawan, and Ozzy this time around, which their job is to literally eliminate that single person in the enemy squad. So let's see if they're able to execute that. And now Baron is going to be attempted for the second time round by Liyab.
See? True
Oh,
Shot
spotted.
Barrage. They just spot out Dodo. They keep... they have enough vision coverage to try and go for this on the side of Liyab. They're just so uncertain, it seems. They don't want to throw away a fight. If they're this scared, force Elder Drake.
That's true.
Like, that's at this point, if you're too scared to go on Baron, where you are on the blue side, you have natural ability to get into the Baron pit. You have side advantage when it comes to that objective. If you're not, now I'm a little concerned for Liyab. Like, they keep going in and out of this Baron, and we've all seen what happens in your solo queue games when you reset Baron every bloody minute and not actually commit. You get chunked, and there's going to be one point where it takes just one Gragas ultimate to come through and take you down.
Exactly. And it has happened before. That's the reason why Liyab is very hesitant, because it has happened numerous times before. It happened last week, taking the Elder Drake,
right.
and now it's half HP Opal.
Kurd over toward the side. He has ultimate. He needs to be able to use it. Now it gets stolen on back, though. So 2 Ornn ultimates, 2 Goats going to be entering the field. Liyab, they stop at 2,000. Here comes Package, though. Corki is available. Is that the right call? It looks like Liyab are feeling that is what they want to. Here we go. Ornhorn is going to be the engage. Gets a double knock up over toward the side. Instantly, though, it's going to be replied here. And there you go. Felios comes on through. K2 is going to get taken on down. And the rest of the team's going to fall on down at this point. Package still not even being used by the Corki. Mawon might just use it to escape. Or maybe try and finish off a kill. But he's going to get knocked up. He's able to escape over toward the side. But it's 3 members down for the Dragons. Liyab, they say, you don't need Baron. We need Elder.
Oh my word, that was the fight that Liyab was looking for, and all they had to do, yes, is try to bait out Berjaya to be a little bit more forward so that they can go all in. That was the plan. No need for Baron. Let's go Elder Drake. They take it. Flashbacks to the previous game that they had against Talent Esports. Now they have Elder. Now they're happy.
Yeah, and with that, they say, hey, you know what? Now we can do Baron.
Yeah, yes.
Now we feel comfortable enough to do Baron. I hope. There's the okay, yeah, they're doing
There's the teleport. Everyone's alive for Berjaya Esports right now, and the lanes are shoved in favor of Liyab. So it's going to be a little bit awkward if they do want to try something. Package is not available anymore for Mawon, so a secondary safe maneuver is not going to be available.
Let's see. Kurd is going to go for the engage. Enzo over toward the side. He could try and steal into the ward pit if he wanted to go for it. Instead, it's going to be a delay. Rex comes in and deletes Chili from the map with the hero's entrance. And now push back on through. Kurd wants to keep on going. He's not able to find the kill. Ezreal kiting back. Dragons are able to reset. I've seen this before. Let's try Baron for the 5th and 7th time.
All right, Liyab, okay, that's 21 seconds. That's just a support gun. They still have a lot of poking power coming from K2 and Mawon.
They keep bringing this Baron down to like 2,000 health. Finish the damn kill. There you go, Kurd has the spell book. What? Why did they back off? It's Kurd. That's your teammate, Liyab. Let's go. Over toward. Enzo's caught out toward the side. Oh, no. Enzo, he had to use his ultimate. That should be the secure. Oh. And there's your Elder Drake finish coming out from Kurd. Deletes the Gragas off the map. And like that, Liyab, Baron, and Elder in hand can look to finish this game off. Kurd over toward the side, wants to go for an engage, possibly flash on. He delays him. He's able to stop the Valkyrie. In comes another ultimate. I've seen this one before. Does the Elder finish him off? He's so close to being taken out. They push forward. They take him down. Exosen's legendary. And the rest of the team will fall like dominoes. It's the ace coming out from Liyab.
Liyab are monsters in this game. Berjaya not being able to get any opportunity whatsoever to return into this game. Liyab getting that Elder, getting the Baron, and getting a ton of kills. Even Exosen is legendary at this point. It's crazy. It's a crazy close, Opal.
There you go. Liyab pushing in. Final Nexus Tower will fall. It's just a Gragas, and it looks like that'll be your scoreline. 22-5. Liyab finish off their first day with the victory.
I have, again, no words, except it was Banaphilios Part 2. This is why it's just Banaphilios Part 2.
Banaphilios Part 2.
My word. I just want to also point out that Kurd had really amazing Forge Gods. That was...
Yeah, the Call of the Forge God came out. He had some good goats there.
Yeah.
As you see, teammates coming on through, managers as well. Liyab feeling pretty happy, and highlight there going on, of course, over to Exosen with the 9